Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about why you should consider trying intermittent fasting for weight loss. So the first point is that it's easier than trying to stick to a strict regimented diet. So there's like tons of different diet plans out there. There's like keto, Atkins, blah blah blah. There's so many diet plans out there. And at the end of the day, if you can't stick to a plan for the long term, there's no point because you're gonna end up rebounding and going back to your old ways. So with intermittent fasting, I still eat all the same foods that I want and no restrictions in my diet, and I enjoy life, and I'm still losing weight, increasing muscle mass, and also having other health benefits. So if you're trying to lose weight, this is one of the easiest ways. And another thing that happens as you do intermittent fasting is that your body starts adapting and changing. So when you do intermittent fasting, your body is going to begin to increase its sensitivity to insulin. So normally people eat 3 meals a day plus snacks, etc. And when you're constantly eating all day, your insulin is spiking and then troughing, and then spiking, troughing. And this happens all throughout the day. And as you keep spiking your insulin, your body is going to become less and less responsive to it. So this is how you develop insulin resistance, and this is the pathway to diabetes type 2. So when you do intermittent fasting, you will reverse that process and increase your body's sensitivity to insulin. Let's see. So there's also some other clinical research in process right now studying caloric time restricting feeding, which aka intermittent fasting, in autoimmune conditions. And I can already tell you guys that I foresee the results of these studies gonna show in the future, in 5 to 10 years, that intermittent fasting has benefits for autoimmune conditions. And this is in the pipeline already. Many clinical studies going on. And I'm pretty certain that the evidence will show this in the future. So I just want to give a quick example of some skin condition that I had while I was more overweight. I had some benign skin condition on my arms, which was like a little rash with bumps. It was called keratosis pilaris. So what happens was that there was little keratin plugs forming, and these would form these little bumps on my arms. So I did go to the dermatologist, and she gave me some different creams and treatments, but to be honest, they didn't really work that well. And then once I started really taking my intermittent fasting seriously, and I started losing a lot more weight, I noticed that this rash started to go away. So this is just anecdotal, but I just wanted to say that my rash is clearing up. Let's see, another thing you want to do in conjunction with intermittent fasting is I suggest eating a low carb diet for the most part, and then doing something called carb cycling. So what that is if you, in the day-to-day, you eat low carbs so that your body doesn't have as much glycogen, and so that you can quickly get to the fat burning process. And then whenever you have days where you know that you need to perform, you're an athlete, you're training, you have an event, you want to prime your body beforehand by loading up on carbs before this certain event, and then refeeding after the event as well. So going through this schedule of carving up when your body is going to require it only. Otherwise, in the day-to-day, when I'm like in the sedentary computer work, I'm trying to consume low carbs to optimize my fat burning in the fast state. Another thing with this intermittent fasting, the research has already shown a lot of benefits in terms of fat burning. So in a fasted state, that you increase the levels of your growth hormone, which increases the fat burning process while retaining lean muscle mass. So when you think about hunter-gatherers from back in the day, and they didn't have meals for days at a time because they didn't kill or didn't have any results from their hunt, these people, if they were in fasted states and their muscle was getting burned first, they wouldn't have the ability to perform, to survive, to catch the next hunt. So if you think about it, this is the way the body has adapted when you are in a fasted state to retain your muscle mass. So this is another benefit. After when you start intermittent fasting and you are going through the typical meal periods, you're gonna feel a little more hungry than usual. Your body's releasing ghrelin, which is a hormone that increases your feelings of hunger. And once you get past these typical meal periods, breakfast, lunch, dinner, that feeling goes away. And you have another hormone in your body called leptin, which is a hunger suppressant. And as you begin to lose weight, your body will also increase its sensitivity to leptin so that you won't feel as hungry. So guys, I really recommend trying intermittent fasting. Make sure to do your own research, because if you extend fast for many days, for example, you do want to consume electrolytes with water at the very least to make sure that you're still staying hydrated. And you should also consult with your doctor if you are going to try anything extreme. Anyway, guys, I hope this video helps you guys and was helpful, and I'll see you guys in the next one.